Today we're going to talk about Post Malone. Earlier this week I reviewed 12 Carat Toothache. It just dropped and I thought it was pretty good. But I've been reading through online through the comments and sections and shit, and people are starting to say it's a flop due to the fact that it's supposed to be on track to sell 115,000 to 130,000. I think Academics just had another post where he said it's going to sell probably 128,000 on the first week, when I'm pretty sure his last album, Hollywood's Bleeding, sold 470,000. But then again, you know, this was the time when you could drop bundles, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit harder to get the numbers, but I can't really make any excuses for him, you know what I mean? A lot of people are saying it's because there wasn't a lot of promotion behind the label, or maybe it's because Post Malone's trying to get out of his record label, so this was the last album that he had to produce for them to get out of the deal. I do feel like there was a lot less promotion for this album than his usual albums, only due to the fact that I only saw it dropping probably a week before that. I mean, you know, he had the two singles, Cooped Up with Roddy Ricch and the one with The Weeknd, but those, I'm pretty sure the one with The Weeknd dropped fucking over a year ago. I don't know, you know, I mean, when you compare his numbers to someone new like Jack Harlow, who was on track to do 180,000, even though he only did sell 115,000, could you ever put Jack Harlow and Post Malone inside of the same category? You shouldn't be able to. Post Malone is more of a pop star, and you know, pop stars, they sell really high on the charts. Rap music, after the first week, unless you're Drake, Lil Durk, or anybody like that, it's usually going to fall off. So I don't know. I feel like without any context, maybe this would be an L, but I feel like without any label promotion, and maybe the fact that he's trying to get out of his deal, that may have something to do with the low numbers. I will say, when Stoney first came out, it only sold 58,000 copies, and then it stayed on Billboard for 286 weeks. And that's obviously probably double platinum by now. Should honestly, I mean, I don't know, you know. Me personally, I like the album a lot. I don't know if I like it as much as his previous 3 albums, but I feel like this one didn't really have a major breakout single like the other ones did. The reviews on the song with Roddy Ricch were kind of mixed, you know. People didn't really like Roddy Ricch's verse. I liked it, don't get me wrong, you know. I guess we'll know a little bit more on his second week and third week. See, I don't know, I mean, you know, you see some of these comments, it says, considering the label did no promo, W. It was mid as fuck, surprised it even sold that much. Big fan, but man, he fell off. Album was whack, music sucks now. Album was weak as fuck. For Posty, it's an L. You know, I don't know, I mean, he's a pop star. Pop stars usually do different numbers. I feel like the numbers are a little bit different nowadays though, because I mean, even The Weeknd had less sales than he usually has, you know. I'm pretty sure his album did about 200,000. I mean, you know, I may not be correct on that, but I don't know how well received it was. It wasn't as commercial. It wasn't as radio friendly as the rest of his shit. So this is an album I feel like he definitely put a lot of himself into. The albums that aren't really radio friendly are the ones that usually do a little bit on the lower end of the numbers. I don't know, you know. How do you feel about the album? Do you feel like the album was good? Do you feel like he flopped? Do you feel like the numbers are crazy coming from fucking Post Malone, considering he pretty much is going to sell the same thing as Jack Harlow?